I was born in China in the city Shanghai in 2003 June 11th, but both of my parents are actually from another place called Zhejiang. They moved into Shanghai in 1999. There are 5 family members in my family: my dad, my mom, my sister, my brother, and me. Moving on, let's now talk about how my family moved from the villages into the most crowded city in China, Shanghai. The Chinese economic reform, known in the West as the opening of China, was led by Deng Xiaoping, started in 1978. The whole purpose of this reform was to improve Chinese economics. Because of this reform, many job opportunities were opened up, and many people wanted to go to the cities to achieve their dreams, and many even started their own business. Of course, my father was one of them. At first, my grandparents, my mom, my sister all moved to Shanghai because of my dad's small business. After a few years, I was born into the family. In my childhood memories, I did not see my parents often because they were either out of town for work or returning home too late when I was already asleep. So my grandparents are actually the ones that took care of me and raised me up. Out of all my cousins and siblings, my grandparents treats me the best. They will always leave the best things for me and will always buy me toys, cooks my favorite dishes. They're the best grandparents for me ever. In my childhood, I've always changed a lot of schools. The first move is when I was in 3rd grade. I had to move to an elementary school that was closer to where I lived. I left all my friends and have to go to this new school. At first, I hated it because I didn't know anyone and had no friends. But after a couple of weeks, I started getting used to this new environment. 2 years later, in 2013, that was the second time I moved. My family decided to immigrate to the United States for better education for me and my sister. How we were able to immigrate to the United States is all because of the Immigration Act of 1965 passed by the federal government to allow immigrations to the United States. Also that year, my little brother was born. He's a little different than the rest of our family. He holds a United States passport since he was born here. The first couple months in this new country was horrible. I could not understand what other people were saying, and I could not communicate with anyone. So my mom made me memorize so many new vocabularies every day. At first, I had to go to an ELD class in school because I am a new English learner. In that class, there were a lot of other students like me who just moved here that were also Chinese. Schools here were also really different than China. It is much easier. We have a lot less homework and we got off school so early, unlike schools in China, which is very nice. After a year, my English finally got better and I transferred from the ELD class to the normal classes. Moving on, I remember when I got my first smartphone when I was in 7th grade. And it was an iPhone 5S. That time the internet is a big thing. It made people's life so much easier. People can communicate thousands of miles away by using a smartphone. The internet has impacted me a lot. I use the internet for everything, like translating, chatting with friends, and watching videos and many more. I remember that time I was addicted to gaming on my smartphone. My mom even took my smartphone away for half a year and actually gave me a flip phone to use, which is very horrible. After graduating middle school, I stepped into the first year of high school. I met many new friends and became much more independent. And finally, that's everything about me and all the things that happened that shaped my identity and made me who I am.